Hey guys, Phoenix here, and today I'm going to be doing another review because it's been a while. And today we've got the Firework Freddy plush. We're just going to get straight into it because obviously Funko have been really pushing out these FNAF AR skin plushies recently. And before we start getting talks about him, I just want to say, obviously the elephant in the room with Funko at the minute is they keep making FNAF AR stuff and like reskins and just stuff that we don't need. Like, I think there's like a Christmas wave on the way, like Santa Freddy and stuff, when the Wizards are still sat there waiting, the Shattered animatronics are still there waiting, the Phantoms, you know, the rest of the rock stars, the scraps, all these plushies are waiting, and they're still making FNAF AR stuff. But nonetheless, we've got Firework Freddy here today, and I picked him up because out of all the FNAF AR skins, he's one that I feel like was hated a lot, and I actually quite like him. I feel like he's just a fun design. So out of all the ones, I'm kind of glad he got turned into a plush. So here he is. He says special edition. As far as I'm aware, I don't think he's exclusive to anywhere. I'll put it on screen if I'm wrong. Yeah, it was revealed not long ago, and then he's already coming out to stores. But yeah, and again, just before we actually get into his design, I've already edited him just because I kind of didn't know I was going to be doing a review. I wasn't going to review him in the first place, and then I thought, why not? You know, I don't know why I don't. You know, I got this plush. Why not review it? But I've actually coloured in these parts here. See, this would usually be like a white here, and on the back, so obviously he's wearing a tank top and it's all printed like a vest. So here I've coloured in for a brown to make it look more better. If I just pull it next to like if there's a PNG available, you can see the little white parts that Funko just didn't do for some reason. I don't know why they just left it white. It's like a Nightmare Fox, no, not Nightmare Foxy, Twisted Fox's mouth. If you look at Twisted Fox's mouth, I'll put it on screen. He just has this white patch in his mouth that just isn't supposed to be there. So I don't know why they didn't do that. But anyway, let's actually talk about him. So first off, I just want to say I do really like this plush. I feel like for a comparison next to his model, I feel like they've done really well, to be honest. You know, obviously I can't like at first glance, all of his main features are there. And even his big jumbo firework here, because a lot of the characters they didn't include, like what is it, Frostbite BB, they didn't give him his sign or his big like snow thing that he holds. They gave Liberty Chica a cupcake and a book that she holds, I think it is. But yeah, so they're kind of inconsistent with the way that they do that. But yeah, so we've got his firework here. It's all American themed and stuff. Obviously this is the 4th of July skin, I forgot to say that, along with Liberty Chica, who also has a plush. And yeah, you've got his firework here. It's got the little flame coming out the bottom on a little bit of string. It's a pretty decent size. In game, this is a lot bigger, but obviously I think this is the best size they really could have done. It's just got a lot of printing, which it's perfectly fine in my opinion because you kind of need printing on this design. You got all the stars again, just American flag everywhere. You've got his vest. One thing that I do actually like about the vest, although they didn't colour it in here, like I said, it's not like. It shows that it's a vest, because if it went straight up to his arm there, it would just look like a normal like shirt. But the fact that it comes off onto his body a little bit shows, you know, that it's a vest and not a normal t-shirt. But yeah, it's the right colour and everything, like the right pattern here with the stars. He's got the right coloured shorts, again all printed. You can see the big black outline. But he's got a ripped vest on the model. Which there's no rips here, but he has got the pocket there, which is accurate, and he's got his red bow tie, which is quite nice. I think that's the first Freddy to actually have a red bow tie, so I like that. And again, just accurate in general. About the legs, he's obviously, because the shorts are here, this is a printed brown. It's not actually the same furry material here. You can instantly see the difference when put side by side between these two here. But I can't blame them for that, because obviously if this is printed, it would be hard to add this material here as well. So I think that's perfectly fine. Onto the back, I'm pretty sure this is the best it can be. I don't think there's anything missing. I'm pretty sure on his model he does have like a pattern here on his shorts, like just another star pattern or something, which was missed out, but I mean it doesn't really matter. We've had a lot of worse inconsistencies and missing features on plushes in the past, so we're kind of used to stuff like that. But yeah, moving on to his face. Obviously he just looks like Freddy. There's so many Freddy plushes at this point, but I really like his eyes. They're really nice and blue, a bit different to the previous ones. They've got a slightly different pattern, and he's got his sunglasses here, which are really cool. Again, printed, but they're a nice material. I think this is the same material as the Arcade Mayhem plushies, like the Phantom Foxy material. But I think that looks really nice. I'm glad that they included them, obviously, because it's a very crucial part of his design. And it's attached to his ears here, and then you've obviously got his hat, which is very cool. They actually like got this pretty much spot on with the hat here. It's just the American like sort of stuff again. Something I really have to compliment about this hat is that it actually looks a lot like a top hat, you know, the way it goes round. Because normally a lot of these top hats recently have been going all frizzy and stuff. Like, I'll show you a good example. I've got Livewire Toy Freddy here, who I reviewed not long ago. You can check that out as well on my channel. But you can see his top hat here. This part of it, I'm not sure what you call it, it all goes like up and down and all frizzy, and it just doesn't look like a top hat. And part of that's because I feel like this is too big and too wide, whereas Firework Freddy's is nice and short. So you see how his is just perfectly round here. Yeah, it's different to Livewire's because it goes, you know, obviously all the way around like that. But I feel like other than the fact that it's too, they made it too big on Livewire, it could be to do with the fact that I've noticed they actually stitched this down onto the back of his head here, so you can't lift this up, it's actually stuck down, whereas here it's not. You can lift that up and down. You can see the stitching goes up here, and obviously down the hat, and same with him here with Firework Freddy, but it actually does stick onto his head, which is good, to be honest, because it just makes the hat look a lot more just like a top hat in general, even though part of it's covered by the sunglasses. And yeah, you've got the tag here, which is like again the 4th of July. It's like a city in the background with just very stereotypical like skyscrapers and stuff. It's probably meant to represent New York or something. You got all the fireworks there in the background. The FNAF AR logo, Funko plushie, special edition. Again, I'm not sure if it's exclusive to anywhere. And we'll do a side-by-side against the original Freddy as well. Obviously, there's a lot of, like I said, we've had a lot of Freddy design changes over the years, because this is the original, and this is, I'm pretty sure this is the newest one. Because, I mean, so many come out, I get confused. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the newest one. They've come a long way in terms of accuracy. Like, you can see the ears have changed. These Freddy ears are a lot bigger, whereas Firework Freddy's are a lot smaller and a bit more accurate, I would say. His nose is the exact same, and he's got a new pattern for his eyes. I personally think I prefer the new eyes, actually, because they just look a lot more vibrant and fit a plushie more, I think. These look a little bit more unnerving, which fits FNAF 1 Freddy, but for a comic relief type character like Firework Freddy, I think these more plush-like eyes sort of fit a bit better. And the embroidery looks a lot better on this as well, in my opinion. I think the pupils are smaller on Freddy's and bigger on Firework Freddy's. And also Firework Freddy's got eyelids, which they've been doing a lot recently, which I don't mind. I wish they were a little bit smaller, because it kind of makes him just look like he's got like just sort of a lazy expression, like he's just looking at you like he just can't really be bothered. He's just there. Whereas Freddy is staring at you like that. And obviously the eyebrows are a little bit different as well. This is embroidered into it. They kind of get covered by sunglasses. But they are there, whereas Freddy's are like just this like fabric that stick out, and I do prefer the embroidered on the head ones, because these can get a bit like, you know, like that over time. They can go in different expressions. I mean, it's good for expressing the plushies, you know, like you can have different expressions, like if they're sad or surprised, or you know what I mean, so that gives that, you know, sort of accessibility there. But I say that not once in a single video where I've used this plush I've ever used that to express himself, even though I'm saying it, but it's there if you want to, I guess. But yeah, and obviously just the overall colour scheme. This material actually is a lot different to the original Freddy's. You can see this is a lot furrier, a lot more fluffier, fits a plush a lot more on Firework Freddy compared to this one, which is, you know, very sort of thin material. And Firework Freddy's a lot softer as well, which again fits more of a plush design, which I prefer. What else? I mean, this is just my Freddy plush in particular, but the eyes on Firework Freddy are a lot smaller than the classic Freddy's. Again, the FNAF 1 wave is always known for having the massive poofy eyes, and the second wave as well. And they have came back to those poofy eyes in the most recent waves, but they're never quite as big as they once were. But oh well, that's just what it is, I guess. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. I just love that they're going for more of a... They keep trying to go more accurate, like, which is something I really like, because us FNAF fans are all about the accuracy. And I feel like Funko know that at this point. So this colour is a lot more fitting to like the FNAF 1 Freddy model than this one. Obviously, I think we've always said that this should be a bit darker. But yeah, it just fits a lot better. And he's just really cool. I am happy with him. I just wish they kind of stopped making FNAF AR skins now. If they did, I'd really want them to go with like the best ones. My personal favourite is Little Red Chica. I feel like it's not even that popular, but I just love that design with her hood and stuff. if they made that into a plush, I'd definitely get it, and I'd want them to do it really well, because I love that character design. But that's just me personally. I feel like that's not even a fan favourite. Flaming Springtrap would be cool, but again, I just don't really want them to make that many more, because so many characters that we don't have, and we're still getting reskins. But yeah, so obviously this goes with the 4th of July. This is with Liberty Chica that came out with FNAF AR a few years ago. And they've only just got around to making the plushies now. Well, Liberty Chica came out a while ago, but Firework Freddy's only just came out. It kind of in time for the 4th of July, actually, because that is next month. So get him while you can. I'm sure he's in Walmart and all that stuff. I got this one at Smith's Toys, because I live in the UK, obviously. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.